It's hot. Okay. So open my files, scroll down, grab some. Let's grab, where are you? Oops. Nope, you, drag you into the editor. Okay. Yes. I still have this? Oh my gosh, I still have all this stuff. The earliest recording video footage I have is from December 22nd of 2022. The video came out roughly around 4 months later, on April 20th. You can take a wild guess as to why I decided to upload it on that day. When I first came up with the idea of the Cheesecake Man, it was just because I personally love cheesecake. It was an inside joke between me and some friends, honestly. The fact that, I was addicted to the food, right? So I came up with the idea, like, well, if you are what you eat, well, I'm going to become a Cheesecake Man. So that's kind of how the idea of the Cheesecake Man came about. But the real, video itself was just because I wanted to make a video about a villain, really. I was like, well, there's a lot of shows, a lot of things about heroes. I want something about a villain, like, Megamind, Shrek. I always liked, seeing the villain's perspective on things. But I didn't want it to be, some kind of deep dive mental viewing of how the villain thought. I just thought, I want a slapstick video of this villain that is just an overly exaggerated caricature of a villain, right? There was no script when I made this video. It was all just random joke. And you can definitely tell, and one of my friends pointed this out before immediately getting shot down by another one of my friends, saying that not everything needs to have a plot or a storyline to it. And I feel like that's such a good message to just bring out, not everything needs a plot, a line, not everything needs to tell an engaging story. Sometimes you just want to sit down and have fun, right? And I feel like that's what this video really did. And I like that idea, the no scripts, just doing random stuff, but it makes it so much harder to try to piece it together, but it's so just, This was the first Scary Mod video I've ever recorded, and you can definitely tell there's a lot of stuff in here that I would like to go back and change, but I feel it gives it a charm. Something I found out really quickly is that in Gary's mod, if you move a character too quickly, they can end up breaking an entire prop, and you have to go back and reshoot everything that had that prop in it. Or, you can just change the camera angle. So if you notice the camera angle changes a lot, you can probably guess that I broke something or that I moved something that I wasn't supposed to and I couldn't get it to look normal. So that's why there's a lot of camera jumps, and you'll see that a lot. When I first made the Cheesecake Man model, originally I slapped a cheesecake on a medic's body. And I didn't realize this, but the medics in the game have a red plus symbol on them. For those of you that don't know, that is a protected symbol by the Geneva Convention and by copyright. You can't use that symbol in videos, nor can you use it in video games. That's also why I'm not saying the actual name of it, because every time I look it up, Google gives me this AI response, and it's not telling me if I can actually use it in a video. It's just saying it's protected under copyright. I don't know if it's like Mickey Mouse, or it's like, oh yeah, you can say the name, but I'm just being extra careful, I also figured they wouldn't like it if a character that's a villain has a symbol on them. So, yeah, I had to cut it out. And what really sucks about the whole situation is that I had finished, the entire video, basically. I had finished all the recording, and when I was editing it, that's when I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to re-record everything, or else I'm going to get in trouble, aren't I? So yeah, I had to go back and re-record almost everything, and that added an extra 2 months. Not to mention, that also killed my motivation for the video. It's like being halfway through Pokemon, and then handing your younger sibling the console, and then getting it back to find out that they deleted your entire save file. Now you have to go back and replay everything, and you don't really want to, but you kind of have to if you want to continue. That's kind of the position I was in. A real motivation killer right there. I didn't want to get in trouble through breaking laws just for a silly little video, so to be honest, the only reason why I knew it was illegal to use the symbol was because of the Among Us drama and how they got in trouble for using it in their medbay. So yeah, anyways, I'll have a link in the description to where I found this information. If it's wrong and if it changes, let me know and I'll change it. Just real quick. When I was brainstorming the scene, because again, no script, I just, slap. I don't remember why I had him hate his family, but I know for a fact that I thought a little bit more about it, and I was like, you know what? Him being a family man is a lot better than him hating the family. I think it's funnier if the villain just loves his family than if he's just, like, villain that hates family, you know? After I came up with that idea, then in this scene, the police were supposed to shoot a bullet into his house and it was supposed to ricochet off everything and hit his cheesecake son, and that would have caused his crime spree to start. But in the end, I think I gotta go to work now, just kind of is more hilarious and less dark. And in the end, I just want it to be funny. So, you know. When the Cheesecake Man walks into the camera, it was supposed to zoom out from like a cheesecake on the policeman's desk. It was supposed to be this really cool transition. I couldn't get it to work because the Cheesecake Man's head knocks down the camera, and when he does that, his whole head isn't on screen. And I couldn't figure out how to make it transition smoothly from that, because I would like the whole screen to be covered up by his head and then it just to zoom out from a cheesecake on the policeman's table. But I couldn't do that because he knocks down the camera. So I kept the camera getting knocked down just because a lot simpler to do that, and I think it's funnier like this. The characters on the wall, other than King Cactus and the Cheesecake Man himself, are actually my friends. And the little crimes underneath are what they wanted their crimes to be. I always love including my friends in our projects. It's always nice and it's fun. Originally in the smoking scene, he was supposed to be at a school, and he was supposed to encourage a child to smoke too. But I decided to not do that because I couldn't get the school maps to load properly. It kept bringing up a bunch of missing textures and I couldn't do it. So I just put him in the back of an alley, put some random kid, like some random girl, like, hey, can I have a cigarette? Hands or a stick of dynamite. And you can even hear the dynamite explode later in the video. If you have good hearing, you can definitely hear it explode later in the video. I'm not gonna say where, but you can definitely hear it explode. I remember I put it in there, and when I was showing it to my test audience, aka one friend, she pointed it out. Like, she heard it loud and clear, so definitely it's in there. This isn't a fact about the video, but I just think this is still funny to put in. I got sick a while ago, and I couldn't do his voice for a while. I want to say 2 weeks. And I was utterly terrified that I wouldn't be able to voice him again. Because I do want to put him in future projects. I love doing his voice. It's so good. It's so, like, funny, and I love just bringing out his voice with friends. And it's not like it's hard to do, per se, but it's... Ah, hang on, that was horrible. I gotta do a little vocal warm-up here. I'm the Cheesecake Man! There we go. You see, it's not necessarily hard, but it's just... It's draining, I want to say. Just draining. Right, like, you need a lot of water to get your voice to do it. For me personally. Maybe it's because I don't have a vocal trainer. Come on, buddy, stand up. Ugh. Heavy, man. You gotta change your diet. Cheesecake all day, every day. Don't hold it like that either. You know, you hold it however you want. I don't care no more. So you know what to do in this scene, right? No! Damn, why you sound like that? Okay, come on, man. Because I don't want you walking around like... Actually, that could work. No, not anymore, because your arm's stuck. There we go. Yeah! Run! Alright, time to get to work. Who will be my third? Why did I put so much? Oh crap, I have to test the audio first, don't I? Ah crap, hang on. What? Damn! How do I make this guy lick the lollipop? How do I like... Okay, that works. So then we're gonna like have him pointed like this, and then he's gonna turn it like this. And then... Ah, no, this doesn't look right. Hang on. Like this. Oh, come on. Like this. Wait. Wait, I almost got it. I almost got it. Wait. Wait. Like that. It looks so stupid. Wait. Oh yeah, there you go, there you go. I don't know how much footage of this I need, but oh crap! I look away for 1 second. I don't know how much footage I need of this. I think that's enough, right? Maybe a little more. There we go. Show that he's really enjoying that lollipop. His dumb face too. This is gonna take up so much space on my PC. Oh. What? A crime? That sounds like Cheesecake Man.